at 7th Street Haunted House.
I work at Asylum Haunted Scream Park.
I work at the Danger Run Haunt.
I work with the Devil's Attic.
The haunted house I work at is Grim Trails.
I work for the Haunted Hotel.
This will be my second season, actually.
This will be my third overall.
This year will be my 4th year working at Grim Trails.
I've been working there for 5, so this will be my 5th year.
This will be my 9th season.
How many years have I been working in haunted houses? All told, it's 24 years.
In haunted houses, off and on since I was 16 and I'm 43 now. It's just so much fun.
I started at the age of 15, which was, brace yourselves kids, 39 years ago.
It's refreshing to be able to turn all the worries of your life off for a while and just basically turn into a kid again.
Just like a true honest reaction from people is probably like the best part.
You know, it's different every night, for one thing. And it's almost, well, it really is more entertaining for the actors, I think, than it is for the people that come through. Plus the people there at the asylum, they're family. I just absolutely adore them. So that makes me want to come back every year.
I am a radiology associate at Coaster Children's Hospital.
I'm a teacher, so I'm in charge of children, is what I do during my day job, and they actually just promoted me to the board, so as scary as that is, apparently they think that I need more responsibility instead of less.
I work in hotels. I work at a hotel actually right around the corner. I am a front desk clerk and sales assistant. I'm also a full-time mom, full-time wife.
It's different working the haunted house from a normal job because it allows you to cut free and be yourself.
There is no comparison. Working in a haunt is completely different from my daytime job. The daytime job, I know what I'm doing every day. I can go in, I can do my job. There is no passion to it. It's just something that I need to do to support my passion. Just scaring people.
Oh gosh. Is there even a way to describe the difference? They're opposite worlds. You go from just conversating with people where there's almost a rule book of life when you talk to people in the real world. There's a right way and a wrong way to communicate to people, opposed to when you're in a haunted house atmosphere where it's your own environment, it's your own book, it's your own story. So you make those rules, and just having the option of reality and your own world, and that's probably the best way you can describe it. It's just the difference between the two.
Well, if I'm lucky in my regular job, I don't encounter people screaming. This gets the adrenaline pumping.
I started working in the haunted house because I moved to Louisville and I didn't know anybody. And I've made some lifelong friends, so.
They come from everywhere, so all of our coworkers are completely different. We have high school kids that call me mom. We have my mom works with us. We have a couple of accountants with us. We have people from all over the place, so it's a very strange family.
Very eclectic bunch of people, and that's what's the cool thing about it. They accept you for who you are. There's no prejudices. You just come in there, you just be you, and they accept you for who you are. And that really has made a big difference. I got started because of my son, who wanted to work in a haunted house, and he's 17 now. And even probably 14 or 15, he acknowledged that, noticed that, and to me that was awesome. I mean, he's just not a kid to follow the crowd, so he loves them just as much. And it's just a different bunch of people, but they're just so welcoming.
The difference between working a normal job and working a haunted house is that my normal job causes a lot of external stressors. There's a lot of things. I go home and I'm staying up at night thinking, how am I going to get this done? Budget and all of those kind of things. Whereas in a haunted house, I can go there and I can put on foot-tall horns and crazy teeth and wear whatever I want. I don't have to wear a business suit. I can be who I am. I don't have to restrain myself in personality or speech. It's very freeing.
The owners are absolutely fantastic. Owners, Travis is one of my best friends. I've known him since Psychomania. When that opened, that's where I met him. And the managers, I'm actually one of the managers. So managers are even more awesome.
They're wonderful people. They really are.
Well, I work with Richard, Teachout, and Janelle. They are both fantastic. I love both of them. Richard's really goofy. I think yesterday he was talking about how he wanted to flip another bus. Janelle is really sweet. You can go with her at any questions. I mean, I think that's really important too, is that I'm not afraid to go to them. And they're also very, very strict on if someone's hurting you, they will take care of it, let them know immediately. Because Rich won't have it. Like, he'll help you out immediately. So I love them. They're great.
I wouldn't really call them coworkers. I'd call them more family. You know, at the haunt, we look out for each other. A lot of us stay in contact in the off season, do things, game nights, go catch a movie every now and again. Just, we try to do what we can, keep in touch. You know, working so much, all of us that have regular jobs, it's a little harder for us, but we do what we can.
My favorite part of working at a haunted house is probably how many different people we get between our wide range of customers and then all the different employees we bring in. It's so many different people. You're never having the same night over and over.
I didn't honestly expect as an adult to really enjoy like the moment of the scare as much as I did, because I was like, all right, yeah, I know that's the routine, but I got into it more for the makeup initially, but then after a while, once you get in and you get that first scare, it's like chumming the water for a shark. It's like, oh, that was good, I want some more of that, you know. So I find myself, you know, I went into a faculty meeting the day after I got, you know, my first scare that actually peed herself, and I was bragging to all of the teachers. I'm like, I made somebody pee over the weekend, and so here I am as an adult, you know, bragging about this. But it's just, it's, you know, in no other industry would you get that thrill from such a very, very primitive thing as just giving somebody that you don't know a shock, a scare.
It's when we get a new character and I get to create the makeup for it and design basically a new character for the haunted house, which we've got 2 new characters this year that I get to help design, and I'm really excited about that, the creative process of that.
Just the release of being able to play a character that you wouldn't every day, you know. I've done mutants, psychotics, I've chased people with chainsaws. This is something I wouldn't do on a regular basis.
I will never stop working at haunted houses ever.
I don't see that happening. No, I don't see myself stopping.
I absolutely will not stop working at a haunted house. I plan on going until I can't go anymore.
I haven't written in my contract for 7th Street that when I die, actually, I become a prop.
I could see myself 40 years from now doing this.
There may come a day where I won't be able to anymore. I don't know what that circumstance would be, but I have every intent of staying in the haunt industry in some capacity.
I'm already planning ahead, like, oh, how can I be like a doctor and still work here while I'm running a clinic? So no, I'm already planning ahead to always work at one.
Oh God, no. There's no way I would ever leave this place.
As soon as the season was over, I was like, no, I want Halloween to be year-round. So, as it stands right now, no, I want to keep on going. It's like a drug in a way, I guess.
I'll probably do it as long as my body will let me.
I don't think so. It's been very rewarding. It's been a lot more rewarding than I thought it would be. When I first started, I came in as a mid-season replacement actor, and I thought I'm going to go in and prove to myself I can act in a haunted house, and then I'll be out. I just wanted, you know, just to do it for the life experience. And now here I am, going in my 4th year as a manager, and that's not something I thought I'd be doing. So I would like to just improve it every year and just get better.
You know, and someday I might. It just all depends where my life takes me. Right now, I do it with my son, and it's something that he's done it 6 years, so he's done a year longer than I am. But it's the memories. I mean, you know, we drive home from the haunt, and it's just like, oh my goodness, you know, it's just chatting about what happened to both of us, because we're in different spots now and doing different things, and it's just, you know, stories that we still live and talk about from, you know, years ago. So,
you know, if you study psychology, you might hear about the id, you know, that little creature lurking in the back of your mind, kick that door open and let that little sucker loose. I mean, feel free to jump, snarl, pop out at people, be threatening, just, get in touch with your inner monster.
Come to Betty.
Groovy.
Let's see here. Hello there. Be your friend?
It's fantastic. It's such an adrenaline rush. It makes you just want to like jump up and down and like fist pump. It's great.
A good scare is, it's lightning in a bottle. It's this energy to where you can't really capture it, but it charges you like no other.
Tingly, like goosebumpy kind of adrenaline rush.
When you get that initial scare, it just drives you to get more and to get more, and it just pumps you throughout the night. I do get nervous. First scare of the season, my intestines and my stomach is just churning and I'm excited, and then when I do get that scare, it just pushes me harder and harder just to get the next scare and the next scare, and how many other people can I get in this next group.
It's an amazing experience like nothing else. It's probably the hardest work I've ever done, but it's so rewarding.
If you have like the littlest bit of mindset of, oh, I kind of want to do this, do it. Just go for it. Like, if you don't, you're crazy. You're gonna miss up so many people and so many opportunities just to explore yourself and the world around you. And there's no feeling other than just being true to yourself. And in an atmosphere like this, that's all it is.